Hi everybody, it's Melanie, SkyMo 1982. Friday. Happy, what is it, Passover? Let's see. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Good Friday, so happy Good Friday everybody. So I'm just gonna go straight into it, straight into the numbers. I had a very bad week this week. However, I am not I'm a little disappointed, yes, but I'm not upset or anything like that because I've kind of learned throughout the 3 years how to work my band. Of course, I did struggle for a very long time, 8 months specifically, but I've kind of learned my way on how to lose the weight quickly, or try to get back down. So last week I was 155, I believe, and this week I am 158, which is a gain of 3 pounds. Again, I'm not too worried about it because I will get back down. I'm going to work extra hard next week, so hopefully that'll work. As far as my health is concerned, I did get some type of answer over the phone because my doctor called me. He asked, and well, his assistant, his secretary called me, and she says, we got your blood work back in. We need you to come in. And I was like, no. It's like, you need to tell me something over the phone. I mean, like, when somebody says, well, you need to come into the doctor, I'm like, that scares the shit out of me. And I'm like, no, I can't wait for the anticipation or whatever. And I was like, tell me at least something. And she was like, hold on, let me see if the doctor would speak to you. So the doctor spoke to me, and he told me that I was, I guess, very extremely deficient in my vitamin D. The minimum is 30, and I'm at 18. So yeah, that explains a lot. However, I was kind of annoyed because I asked him, I was like, well, how's my blood, my iron? And he was like, well, I don't know if we ran if we've ran any tests for that. I was like, hello, I told you that I was anemic. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't really got straight answers because I still have to go into the doctors and find out everything. He just told me very little over the phone. So I'm expected to go in on Monday. However, I'm feeling a lot better. I've gotten a very little dizzy spells. So that's a plus, right? A few things that I want to go over. Me and Cindy got together actually the other day, Sin Through Thick and Thin, and we had a very good time. Every time we get together, I mean, she's like family to me. We're very, very close outside of YouTube. So, we were texting each other the other day, and I think we're going to start playing tennis, which is a first for me. She's played tennis before in the past, but I was like, it sounds like fun. So I think we're going to be doing that. I don't know if it's either this weekend or next weekend, and we're going to probably, take it up as a sport or whatever, and we're going to do it now that it's getting nice outside. We've also talked about biking, riding our bikes, so that's something that we're looking into as well, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'm really happy that the summer is around and I get to do more outdoor activities. Also yesterday I had picked up a free pedometer from Walgreens. I have posted up on my Facebook. I'm not too sure if you guys got to check it out, but recently they did if you guys watch The Apprentice, the Celebrity Apprentice, they were doing this thing called Walk for Walgreens, and they had to, I guess, design a box, and in the box they had like a pedometer, and they had to do like a presentation for Walgreens and saying why it's important to walk every day. So yesterday I picked one up for free, which is good. I really enjoyed it, and I posted it up on Facebook. So if you guys haven't picked one up, I'm not too sure if today they're actually giving it away, but I just wanted to put it out there so that you guys could pick up a free pedometer. What else am I going to speak about? Oh, last week, I'm still hitting NSVs, guys, 3 years out. I looked in the mirror, and I was like, not to sound conceited in any way, because I am far from that. Trust me, I am not conceited at all. But I looked in the mirror and I so liked what I see. I was like, damn, I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? I just want to show you real quick what I was wearing, because you know what it is? I couldn't stand to look at my own reflection. You know, 3 years out. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't even stand to look in the mirror. Couldn't stand to look at my own pictures, you know, because I would literally feel like disgusted. I'm like, ugh, you know, I would try to avoid it at any, you know, any way that I can. So last Saturday I went out with my best friend, and we had such a good time. We went out clubbing because it was a mutual friend's birthday. So I got dressed up. I usually don't go out, you know, clubbing or anything, because I'm married, you know, I have a kid, so I barely do that anymore. But we had such a good time, and this was me. See? Let's see if we can see. That's me. Yep. And I have to say that this girl right here has learned to love every inch of her body. Who says that, right? Like, who would have known that me, somebody who weighed 275 pounds, would actually love every piece of her body? And that's the stage where I'm in. I'm completely, if you want to really go into, I'm in love with the person that I see in the mirror. I have no complaints whatsoever. So I was really happy. Huge NSV for me. I mean, like, literally no complaints at all when I look at myself. I am able, this girl right here is able to say, I'm hot. Yeah. Compared to, ugh, you look disgusting. So yeah, that's pretty big. 3 years on out, I'm still hitting those NSVs, non-scale victories for those who don't know what NSVs are. I saw a couple of videos. You know, before I even go into anything, I want to say I'm glad that everybody who is in Dallas, Texas, I know Connie, QuiltingConnieB, and Dallasbandedgirl is in Dallas, and I am so happy you guys are okay, along with many others that live out there. I was watching the news, and I've seen that tornado, and they were just like, they took these trailer trucks, and they were just flying away like they were toys. Oh, I'm sorry. That they were toys. I am like, oh my God, that's crazy. It was like that movie Twister. Ridiculous. But I'm so happy you guys are okay. I was seeing a couple of videos of you guys that are still having some type of, I guess, like, you know, reaction right after plastic surgery, specifically Cabernetqueen, Sally. I've seen your video, Sally. I want you to call me. Call me. I need to talk to you. And the two Stephanies, BandedStephanie. Stephanie, your boobs look amazing. You look so hot. I'm loving the hair. You know, it takes time. It takes time to like really get adjusted to your body. You know, give it a couple of months. You'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? But, oh, girl, you are looking hot. And also, RNYSteph. Oh my goodness, Steph, after all that you've been through with that botched job that they did on your boobs, that compared to the way you look now, amazing. I'm so happy for you. I watch your videos all the time, and I get so excited to see when you're on, and everything, your confidence level and everything is just amazing. I'm glad that you're finally happy. And I also want to say thank you for the shout out last week and your video. I appreciate it. I was also seeing Dallasbandedgirl's video as well, and she had talked for the first time that she had vomited with the lap band. She had gotten a stuck episode, and she ended up throwing up and stuff like that. And she thought, basically, I want to get into this because I've said this in the past, and I want to bring it up again because, you know, this is the way the lap band works. So she was talking about how she, you know, she thought that she had to get a fill. She didn't have restriction for like 2 days. And then all of a sudden she has restriction and she ends up throwing up on tuna, 2 teaspoons of tuna. So what I want to say once again about the lap band, never, there's a certain word for it, but what I'm trying to say is the band, and I always stress this enough, the band is very inconsistent. On some days you're going to have restriction, and then other days you're not. That's plain and simple. One day you're going to be able to eat this much food, and then the next day you're not even going to be able to get that food that you ate the day before. That's just the way that it works, and that's the way that you're going to have to get used to it, but it's true. I mean, so I really think that there's some weeks where the lap band is working perfectly, and then there's other days or weeks that the lap band is just like, it's not working for me. I can basically eat anything I want without any trouble at all. And I've learned that plenty times throughout the 3 years that I've had the lap band. I've also learned that you can have like perfect restriction where you think that it's working perfectly for you, and then months down the line you won't have that same restriction. It, like, I don't know, I guess what my kind of theory is like, during the time that you're losing that weight, I guess the band loosens up or whatever, and you're able to eat more and you lose the restriction. So you're never going to have that same restriction that you started out maybe 4 or 6 months ago. You're never going to have that really perfect restriction, and you're probably going to have to get a fill down the line. I mean, it's you know, constantly. I also learned as well, you know, I was at 6 cc's at one time, which is the amount of my band, and it's a total different experience. Back then I wasn't even able to eat any type of chicken. You know, I had to take some slider foods in because I was very limited. I was throwing up all the time, you know. It was very different compared to now. You know, now it's so much better. I could even go for a possible slight fill, to tell you the truth, compared to my restriction back then and what it is now. So that's just a big example of how the band is very different. At one point you could be 6 cc's, like I said, like I was, and I was very restricted where I was unable to eat any type of meat. And I swore that I wasn't even going to go back up to 6 cc's, which I am now. And now I'm able to basically eat meats and stuff like that. So it's just different at all times, you know. And that's basically the way the band works. So that's it. That's it for my update, guys. I don't want this video to be too long. Everybody have a great weekend and happy Easter. Take care. Bye.